Well, good afternoon again, as always. It's a beautiful Tuesday afternoon, April 28th. And again, we're just doing our fireside chats. And again, just to give you encouragement and just for me, just to let you know how much I miss you people and how much I love you. And just thanks again for all everybody's doing out there. Continue to pray and to give. And it's amazing how powerful our God is. I want to tell a story, and it's a true story. It's a story about a man at a dinner. And as he's with all his friends, a man who spent a lot of summers in the town of Maine told his people at the party about his experience that he had when he lived in a little town known as Flagstaff. The town was to be flooded as part of this large lake, which a dam was going to be built. So this town was going to be under several feet of water. And in the months before it was to be flooded, all improvements in this town just stopped. Any kind of repairs in this town just stopped. What was the use of painting a house if our town's going to be under 30, 40 feet of water? What use is it just to repair anything in our little village when it's all going to be destroyed anyways? And so as week by week went by, the whole town became more and more unkept, more and more pitiful, and sadly, more sorrowful. Then the man added this explanation. He said this: where there is no faith in the future, there's no power in the present. Now I want to talk a little bit about hope today. You know, back in the 1960s, now some of you people are going to date yourself if you remember this song by Dusty Springfield that was called Wishing and Hoping. And you know the song was about a girl who was wanting a boy, who was ignoring her, wanted him to notice her and care for her. And I think this is how the world interprets this idea of hope. It's just another word for wishing or dreaming about something. For example, you might sit back and say, boy, I sure hope I win the lottery. Or a lot of us are saying, boy, I wish this virus would just go away. Or maybe wishing that, man, I can't wait till someday I can just get in the car and just go on a great vacation again. For most people, hope is seen as a fond gesture of goodwill or the expression of an unfulfilled desire. The English word hope, however, has much narrow meaning. According to Webster's dictionary, hope means a confident expectation that a desire will be fulfilled. But the Bible, however, uses the word hope in a completely different sense. In the earliest times, the Hebrew word for hope in the Old Testament was a word that meant a cord or an attachment, signifying that a person was attached to safety. By the time the book of Job was written, this word included the sense of longing and expectation. When David and Solomon expressed this idea in their writings, they included all three concepts of security, desire, and waiting. David said, my flesh also shall rest in hope. Solomon wrote, the righteous has hope even in his death. New Testament writers use the word hope in only one way, and that was to express the idea that one anticipates, usually with pleasure, what one waits for. In the world, the general use of the word hope is akin to wishing or dreaming for something. The writers of the Bible, however, use the word hope when they wanted to convey that someone had a confident expectation of a future blessing of some kind. There's a very, very important difference with the meaning of the word hope that is in the Webster's dictionary and the meaning of the word hope that's contained in the Bible. The hope in Webster's dictionary is based on the idea that one is relatively sure that things are going to work out. Let me give you an example. Let's just say when I was teaching, somebody worked very, very hard in my history class. They did all the assignments. They've done pretty well on all their tests. And therefore they hope for success on the final. And based on what they know, their hope to pass the final is well-founded. Of course, on the day of the final exam, they might have an accident on the way to the test. Or maybe the night before, they might just had a bad night. Maybe they got sick. Or even better yet, the teacher just decides to ask some questions based on some obscure material that they never even covered. In other words, the hope referred to in Webster's dictionary is relative. That is why they call it hope. You are pretty sure, but not 100% sure. You see, when the Bible mentions hope, however, it's talking about something that is 100% sure. The Bible uses the term hope when it refers to something that is not yet present or visible, but is certain to take place. Webster's uses the term hope when it refers to something not yet present or visible, but you're pretty sure. So you see the difference? It goes from Webster's pretty sure to the Bible 100% sure. Why this difference? The difference between the two concepts of hope is based on the issue of guarantee. In this world, only human strength or human intelligence can honor a guarantee is what's hoped for. Since there's a limit to these things, there's also a limited guarantee for our hope. And a limited guarantee because you just never know. In the Bible, God is the one who guarantees what we hope for. And since there are no limitations on God, there is no limit on His guarantee for what we hope for. Our hope in God, therefore, is sure. And I love what was written in the book of Psalms, chapter 71, verse 5. It says this, "For you have been my hope, sovereign Lord, my confidence since my youth." God is our foundation and provider for all that we hope for. So the odds of us receiving what we hope for in Jesus Christ is 100%. And as we go through this time where we need to stay put, and please stay put until things get better, we know that we can have a smile on our face because the hope that we have in Jesus Christ and the guarantee of things that are going to get better, not just here, but there. I just want to thank everybody. Keep on praying, keep on hoping, and keep on loving. Never lose faith because we believe in a God that we can do all things through Him who gives us strength. Hey, I'll be talking to you Thursday. I hope everything's going well. Miss you. Hey, when this is all done, you know we're going to have the biggest revival this town's ever seen. See ya. Love ya. Talk to you later.